It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Wednesday, May 28th. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather will stay somewhat unsettled today. Not as much rain as yesterday. But the big story is a surge of dry air coming in here just in time for the weekend. We'll take that. Let's check the radar. Early this morning, we are live at the somewhat insane hour of 5:14. And again, you can see a few showers over North Alabama. Not seeing any thunder or lightning with these. Rain showers from near Jasper up to about Cullman, Hanceville, over to Sand Mountain, Albertville, Gunnersville, then over to Rainsville and Fort Payne. And those are gradually moving eastward. The rest of the state is mostly dry. And here's the upper air look. And again, we have this broad southwest flow aloft. The wind feels not especially strong. This upper low continues to the north. And a pool of moisture in place, moist air. There's the radar composite. Pretty good cluster of storms in the coastal waters in the Gulf. That produced a very vivid lightning show last night for those on the Gulf Coast. Early this morning, we are in the upper 60s and low 70s in most spots. Now we got 68 for Huntsville, Mobile, Birmingham 72, Dothan 71. Highs today should be in the 80s statewide. Check the watch warning map. It's a quiet morning. We do note a severe thunderstorm watch over the southern tip of Texas to start the day, and some fog issues out across the Great Plains states. Here's the severe weather outlook for the rest of today and tonight, or for today and tonight. A couple of slight risks, 3 slight risks well to the west. For Alabama, a low-end marginal risk of severe storms, level 1 out of level 5 for the southern two-thirds of the state, basically from Birmingham south. Tomorrow, pretty much the same thing. A level 1 out of 5 risk for most of the state, except for the northeastern counties. And on day 3, which is Friday, a level 1 out of 5, low end, marginal risk, basically from Montgomery south. And we'll go through modeling here in just a second. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days. Numbers are coming down. Rain amounts between now and Wednesday of next week, about 1/2 inch for the north, about 1 inch for the southern counties of Alabama. So model fans, here we go. GFS, 06Z run, 4 o'clock today. That upper low persists north of the state over the upper Midwest. And again, we have a southwest flow aloft, and we'll have a chance of showers today, but I don't think it will be as wet as yesterday. So let's look at the high-resolution HER model, valid this evening at 6 o'clock, and it's just not showing much at all. We got a couple of showers along and north of Interstate 10 in Mobile and Baldwin counties. In North Alabama, relatively dry. So, yes, a chance of showers today, but not as much rain as yesterday. Many places could go dry today. Some sun, highs in the 80s. So this is tomorrow. And really, the weather not changing a whole lot. We still have the southwest flow aloft. Pretty good pool of moisture holding in place. Let's go to the high-resolution NAM. This is valid tomorrow at 4 o'clock, and this is suggesting the better organized rain and storms over South Alabama. But remember, all models are wrong. Some are useful. And when you get into a fairly ill-defined upper pattern, as we approach summer, model output will be not that useful with random thunderstorms like this. But still, the HER is the best we've got. But it could rain at any point, at any time tomorrow. But the sun breaks out, not raining all day. Highs tomorrow in the upper 70s for the north, low 80s for the south because of clouds. So Friday, a surface low is over southern Virginia with a surface front moving into North Alabama. And clearly, in advance of the front, we'll have a chance of showers and thunderstorms on Friday. But it could be for the northern counties the better chance of rain during the morning, then shifting into South Alabama during the afternoon with that surface boundary dropping south. And then on Saturday, we are dry for a change. An air mass change, a continental air mass. It's going to get lows in the 50s over North Alabama Saturday morning. I'm telling you, you need to walk outside and breathe it in. That's pretty remarkable for the 31st of May. The high Saturday will be in the 70s for the northern counties with a sunny sky. Low 80s for South Alabama. Just beautiful. And really, Sunday looks dry. The GFS looking rain-free on Sunday with showers holding to the north. High Sunday should be in the low to mid 80s. And concerning next week, Monday looks relatively dry, but the GFS wants to bring the moisture back on Tuesday. But understand next week we're going to see a ridge building, a ridge aloft, so showers should be pretty scattered. In fact, here's a look at the upper air pattern a week from today. This is Wednesday, June 4th. You can see that ridge stretched out all across the deep south. And yes, there could be a few showers underneath the ridge, but they'll be pretty scattered most likely. Let's keep going. This is 10 days out. Wow, the ridge strengthens. What's that, a 594 ridge right on top of us? The westerlies push to the north on top of the ridge, and that's the case. It'll be kind of hot and kind of dry out there toward the end of next week. Here's a look at rain for Birmingham. This is from the European Ensemble between now and the 12th of June. The mean, a little over 2 inches, the green line. Temperatures off the NBM National Blend of Models. 83 for the high today. But look at Friday, the high dropping to 77. And Saturday morning, lows in the 50s. We'll celebrate that. But then we bounce back with upper 80s. We'll be close to 90 by the end of next week as the ridge builds. And the latest long-range guidance, this is for June 4th through June 10th. Temperatures above average with a ridge in place over the east and then below average out west with a trough there. So what a strange situation up in Madison County last night. That's a wall cloud. That's not a shelf cloud. That's a wall cloud. And we had some showers that went into rotation. And I say showers. There was no thunder, no lightning. And these showers were rotating, and it reminded me of little rotating rain showers around a tropical rain band with a landfalling tropical storm or a hurricane. You often see those little showers that rotate with no thunder and no lightning wrapping around a tropical system. But in this case, there was no tropical system, obviously. And this is another look at that rotating shower. This was taken from Beth Drake, and it prompted the Weather Service in Huntsville to issue not one, but 2 different tornado warnings for showers, little rotating showers. And the velocity signatures were really, really weak on radar. And really and truly on a synoptic level, there was no reason for this to happen. And obviously some type of low-level boundary had to be involved to get the winds backed around to the southeast at the surface. But again, we were doing Weather Brains last night, our weekly show. We had to move it to Tuesday night because of the Memorial Day holiday. And understand, typically for a tornado warning, I would go live, but I could not because we were in the middle of Weather Brains. But to my knowledge, there was no damage anywhere in Madison County except here at the Marshall Space Flight Center at Redstone. And this was a warehouse that was unoccupied. It was damaged. But other than that, there was no damage. And apparently no tornado touchdown. But again, we'll go back and look at we'll do some map study today. But this is a reminder that one of the things I learned years ago as a young guy doing this, when it comes to thunderstorms, what do? Expect the unexpected. Al Mohler, I'll never forget. He was such a legend. Good friend of Chuck Doswell. When I was out in Dallas back in the mid-'80s, he spoke at local AMS chapter meeting, and he said that to start his talk, and he ended that to wrap up his talk, and he showed some unexpected things that happened. But again, it's so odd to have a tornado to get down with these atmospheric conditions, and no thunder, no lightning, low-topped, little rotating shower. Very strange situation. But boy, last night, no tornadoes on the Gulf Coast, but what a lightning display. This was Gulf Shores. Around 11:30, midnight last night, had a little band of showers and storms come through, and they were not severe by the classic sense. Remember, lightning doesn't make a storm severe. No damage, no damaging wind or large hail, but and I love a good storm at the beach. I mean, I would just sit there from a safe place inside looking out a window or on the balcony. I'd watch that thing all day. That's outstanding. And again, that cluster is offshore this morning. So, again, for those that are new here, we do these videos typically twice a day. In the morning at this hour, afternoon about 2:45. So next video coming up later this afternoon. And, of course, we do invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News. at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.